Games Weasel.
Now it's time to feel the pain with TNA Impact. Apologies for the very dark venue. TNA Impact is relatively new to the UK. It's at the moment a TV show on Bravo. There's also a video game coming out in September. And I'm here to chat to some people that made the game and also a couple of wrestlers that know a thing or two about kicking people's asses.
We are live in the loudest building in wrestling, the Impact Zone.
So Aidan, TNA Impact, fairly new brand to the UK. Was that something Midway were conscious of when they decided to make a video game?
Absolutely. We knew that, from the figures that WWE was pulling in. So yeah, it was definitely a franchise that we felt we had to tap into, and definitely a genre we wanted to get into in a big way.
How do you think this is going to take on currently the #1 wrestling game?
I think it's going to do really well because we've had total access to all of the guys at TNA, which has been fantastic. These guys are probably one of the best partners we've ever worked with in terms of access to everybody. So we wanted to give the fans something that was really realistic in terms of the moves, the characters, from the physical appearance, like the sweat, the way that they look, the creative wrestler side of it. And the 6-sided ring and the Ultimate X Challenge bring a total uniqueness to TNA. We're running at 60 frames a second, and from what I know, WWE's running at 30 frames a second. And also, a lot of the guys at TNA provided their own mocap for it. Whereas with WWE, I know that there was a handful of wrestlers that did it, and then they got stunt guys in to do the rest of the moves.
When we came in with Midway and we started on this game, we kind of sat down, we told them everything that we wanted to see in a wrestling game. And they looked back at us and they said, "Wow, that's kind of the same thing that we wanted to." So I mean, it's been a really great experience. I mean, the synergy between us and Midway has been fantastic, and we just hope it really produces a fantastic game. And what we've seen so far, it really has.
Now I've seen a making of video where you guys are doing the mocap as well. How do you find it wearing probably more outlandish outfits than you wear in the ring?
Yeah, they were a little crazy, a little itchy sometimes, but for the most part, it was really fun to get, getting out there and getting your T-pose because they can find out who's got dots, who tore whose head off. It's really cool to get out there and see how everything. Now, don't ask me how it works, because I don't know how they got those dots on the computer, but it's awesome to get out there and be a part of it.
So instead of watching it, obviously with this game you can take part. You can play single player. Are there multiplayer modes in there as well?
Yeah, there's multiplayer modes. There's 11 gameplay modes in there. We've got 25 wrestlers and we've got 7 arenas.
As gamers yourselves, do you like the fact that if you do hit someone, you hit them? You don't wait for it to happen 5 seconds later.
Absolutely. The big selling point that Midway wanted to do is they wanted a game that ran 60 frames per second. Now, for the average everyday gamer, it's like, well, I don't care how many frames per second it runs as long as it's good. But as far as how it translates to the animation, it's amazing. It looks like we're really punching and kicking, and the character detail on the models has been fantastic. They've really pushed the Unreal Engine to its limits, and the game looks great.
And of course, TNA, they've got the Ultimate X mode, which no other wrestling game has. Is that fun to play? You guys have obviously played it.
Oh, that was the first concept match that TNA ever come up with, and it was probably the best one. And it's the most fun to play on the game. It is really fun. It's a game within a game.
Now, we've thrown some questions open to some people that watch Games Weasel, and I've got a couple here. Now, I'm not the world's biggest wrestling expert, so go easy on some of the terminology. So first to AJ, this is from Austin Castillo. A dream match for me would be you versus Matt Seidel. Your thoughts on the match between you and Seidel?
Well, that match has happened actually several times, so yeah. you can actually jump on YouTube and probably find it yourself. So go for it, man, and they have been great matches.
Well done, Austin. There you go. Check out YouTube. And for Joe, when Kurt Angle, Booker T, Christian Cage, etc. came to TNA, did you get worried you wouldn't get a push? Don't quite know what he means by push. Is that some terminology you know?
Terminology means, am I worried about if I would be in the forefront of TNA? Well, you're currently talking to the World Heavyweight Champion, and by God, they haven't had a thing to say about it.
Although he did get counted out twice last night, and the ref didn't see it, which is a fact.
No, see, I didn't actually get counted out because I didn't say I was counted out. Rick
Vale Long has asked who's coming over for the X Cup.
Let's see, we have Yoshino Ndoi from Dragon Gate from Japan. We have Doug Williams, Sean Davari, and Alex Koslov from the USSR.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for talking to me.
No worries, man.
So this is only the beginning of TNA Impact on your console?
Absolutely, just the beginning. Can only get bigger from here.
Well, you heard it from Aidan. It is only the beginning. Watch out for TNA Impact in September. I could have any of them anytime. You've been watching a review from Games Weasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Games Weasel TV.
GamesWeasel.com